tonight's show, Elsie's River Talk amalgamation. We have a brand new feature with the association news with Clinton Dupree. And you stand a chance to win tickets to the first doubleheader of the season at Newlands. All this and more on From the Clubhouse.
Welcome to another installment of From the Clubhouse. This week we take a look at Elsie's River Northlink and see what they are doing in their community. Also, we have a look at the clothing handover for the Western Province women's cricket team. As usual, every week we've got in studio the panel, Gavin Arends and Clinton Dupree. Welcome, gents. How's your week been?
Good evening. It's been great. I think we're in the full swing of season, although it's only the first month, but it's full swing and it looks like some good results across the board. So looking forward to much more this season.
It's great to be here. I was out at Elsie's River Northlink. Long name to say, but we're proud to have them on board with us this evening in the show. What an outing it was. It was the first game, incidentally, that we were at, that we got a result on the day we were there. So it was exciting stuff happening there. Lots of wickets falling on the day.
Well, we're going to look at that a bit later in the show. But for now, let's talk cricket. Clinton, as you mentioned, the season has just started, so there's lots of things to look at, and there's the Proteas that we'll be chatting about as well, but that's where I bring you in, Gavin, because you're always on our case about Proteas. So give us an update. What's been happening with the Proteas in India?
Look, it's the reason why I'm on your case about Proteas is not being on your case. It's something that most cricketers aspire to be, is to play for the Proteas. News from the camp, the latest news is that JP earlier this week unfortunately got injured. He got a laceration or cut on his right hand. He's been replaced by Deen as we all know by now. So it's a bit of a tough one. JP did well in the T20s and not really getting the opportunity or the lengthy opportunity to prove himself in the 50-over game. But let's hope that he's ready for the test matches to come.
We're hoping so, because definitely it's not easy in India. We know the Proteas are sort of 2-1 up in the series at the moment. They've just got one to play, and then they close out that series as well, which will be great for them, back-to-back T20 and then ODI series. But there's also the Cobras, and they started their season as well. First win under the belt in front of their home crowd.
I think it was quite a great experience being at Newlands on Friday evening. I think the Cobras in the home crowd playing the Titans, who's come off a very good win. Cobras unfortunately lost their first game. But I mean, it's great to see the guys, Richard Levy, hitting his straps again. He's looking quite good with the bat. He batted well on Sunday as well in the fixture. So also the other players adding value. Dane Villas adding value before he leaves for the national side. Bowlers bowling well. Dane Patterson at the death just looks remarkable. Wayne Parnell back within the Cobras making his debut. I think how phenomenal he was as well. So a lot of people still think he's off the mark, but I think he'll still have a very good season for the Cobras. And now we go on and we're looking forward to playing tomorrow evening and then also playing on Sunday at home again. So if we can pull that off, go into the break, we get in the momentum break, go on top of the log, it'll be great for the Cobras.
Definitely, and also from a Parnell point of view as well, it must have made the Montrose guys very happy to see him. He's their player now, so he was performing on the night as well. I was concerned initially when he went for a bit of runs and he was a bit wide on the wicket and they were just tapping him off, but he pulled it back nicely.
There was a bit of rustiness as well on his side, because he hasn't played cricket for a while. He's come back from an injury, so I just think Parnell's going to add a lot of value to our bowling depth. We've got a good bowling side already. The likes of young Moreki, I think I'm very impressed with him as well. Dane Patterson, Patter's been bowling well for the past few seasons. He's done it again. Robin Peterson. This is so much experience in that side as well. And the likes of Villas and like I mentioned, Levy earlier as well. Stian will probably leave now as well. He goes to Momentum Cup, and then some new players in for the Ram Slam. Kieran Pollard comes in for the 1st of November. I mean, it's just so exciting at the moment at Newlands. And with PPC, Newlands, the way it looked on Friday evening, immaculate.
Clinton, sorry to interrupt you. You mentioned the 1st of November. It's going to be a big one, that. I mean, we're just brushing over it, but really it's going to be a bit of a doubleheader here at PPC Newlands. Yeah, how exciting is that going to be?
Yeah, we'll build up into that one as well in our next program. So the focus at the moment is momentum, but I mean, to have a doubleheader at Newlands on a Sunday afternoon, crowds to come in, get people to support. Normally we get quite a bit of support for the Ram Slam games. Here it is a doubleheader, quite a few players on show. So welcome all the clubs here, the crowds in, and hopefully we can have quite a full house at Newlands.
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that. But that's not the only things that are happening. I mentioned as well that, there's the clothing handover for the ladies. And what you were there. What exactly took place?
Now the Women's Clothing is an annual event. just like our youth teams and all the other provincial teams. And it's a good moment for the ladies. We also sat down and had a dinner where the president addressed the players and also the support staff together with some of the parents, and thanking them for the season and the way they've always represented the province. And last year they won the double, and I think this year they're on the verge of, they had a good start again. They beat Free State on Saturday and Sunday in the 50 over and T20. Yes, on Saturday it was a bit of a battle. They found themselves 7 for 4 at a stage, but luckily they got through. Shande Fritz with the experience head again. Youngster Laura Goodall, who comes in leap and bounds. She's contributed quite well. So I think generally they're in good space, and it was good to see that the team has pulled off the first victory. The next game is the weekend of the 8th and the 9th against Northerns away. So we look forward to that. There's quite a few national players available for Northerns at the time. But I mean, our young side, and we've mentioned the young side because we've lost quite a few. So we're grooming the side at the moment with a few youngsters, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds playing. And these players, they can hold their own at that level. So we're looking forward to quite a successful season together with Kobus at the helm again, and see how it all pans out for the season.
Glennon, that's obviously one side of things, the women's cricket, but there's also the academy and there's also the first class side. Has there been any other developments on that front?
Yeah, no, this first class had a break this past weekend after the successful win in the 3-day game against Northern Cape. But unfortunately lost in the 1-dayer. But a few players who played very well in that game, the likes of Jason Smith, Nsike Brand Shushu, Emmanuel Sebarami didn't go with, and Ais van der Berg. Those are the 4 players who just signed off contracts with Cricket South Africa on the provincial academy. So good luck to those 4 guys. I mean, Jason has had a good knock against the Northern Cape. Brian Shushu bowled very well. Hayes comes back from a very good winter and also led the team very well, the Western Cape franchise team, academy team in Oudtshoorn. So it looks like the guys, and also Emmanuel Sebarami, we all know about his story, the walk from Rwanda, and how he's got the climb to cricket within the province. So the 4 guys in good space together with the squad. They just played a game last week against UWC. They beat UWC in a T20 last week. So I think the academy, under the leadership of Oma Henry and Tito Swanepoel as their fitness trainer, looks in good shape. The mindset is there, and it's just back in that whole academy mold like we used to have, the old Super Juice Academy. Players the likes of Paul Adams, the coaching staff that we had in the academy back then, the likes of Eric Simons, the likes of Peter Kirsten. These guys all coached the side back then.
I remember that academy because the likes of Renier Munich that played for Belleville came through there. Like you mentioned, Paul Adams, Mulligan George also came through that academy. That academy was sort of a standout academy, and the guys came through and they just went on to higher honours.
I mean, together with that academy, we also now started our new Under-23 league, which commences on the 8th of November, which serves as a different platform for our club cricketers to really now make a claim for a spot either in the academy or in the semi-pro setup. So it's a platform outside of club cricket to form part of the high-performance pipeline, where Salih Nakadin and the likes of Ike Davids and Paul Adams manage that pipeline. So it's good for the players as well. Just another opportunity for club cricketers to go out there and show their worth.
I'm glad you mentioned that as well as the pipeline, because that pipeline goes all the way to the top, to the Cobras, and that's where I want to come to you, Gavin, because your trivia we're going to look at now that you're going to give, and they're possibly going to win some tickets to go to watch the Cobras. So what's your trivia question for the week?
Before I get to the trivia question, Brandon, let me get to the prize first. We've mentioned the doubleheader happening here at PPC Newlands on the 1st of November. That's the Chevrolet Knights against the Chevrolet Warriors, and then also the Cape Cobras against the Bizup Highveld Lions. What a game that's going to be. My question to you is, last Sunday there was a momentum one-day match being played here in Paarl in Cape Town, or near Cape Town anyway. Who took 4 for 40 to ensure that the Cobras win that game? I think we've mentioned his name a few times. He's one of our new imports into the Cape Cobras. So your answers please. On Twitter, the Twitter handle at Clubhouse_TV, or you can just leave it on Facebook. The Facebook handle is From the Clubhouse, or you can email it to us, info@fromtheclubhouse.co.za.
Gavin, thank you very much, and hopefully we're going to see lots of interaction on that as well, because the Cobras, hopefully, they need the fans to come here so they can get the win under the belt. We saw what happened in the last game. The fans were here and the guys pulled it out. That's where we leave it for now. When we come back after the break, we take a look at our game of the week. It's Elsies River Northlink against Blue Downs.
Hi, I'm Damien Crowley, captain of Mornison Cricket Club first team, and you're watching From the Clubhouse.